Okay, guys, welcome back to night 3 of Kentucky Route Zero. It's been a bit, but hopefully we'll continue to make some progress here. Nothing ominous about this. Letter, attention, Lula Chamberlain, regarding your application. Thank you for your application to the Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture's annual fellowship. We received a record number of applications this year, over 100 in total, and regrettably, we can award only one fellowship position per year. As you know, our review process includes a multi-phase blind committee analysis of portfolio submissions, as well as a careful review by a panel of subject matter experts on each applicant's notability and relevance in the field. We must be extremely selective in our process so as to maintain the standards we've established over our 35 years in operation. Our panel did not select your application. We encourage you to consider reapplying next year. Many young artists and architects reapply for a few successive years before being accepted. Sincerely, Dr. Carl Stone Norden, architect, Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture. Below the printed text is a hastily handwritten note. Sorry for the condescending form letter. Love your work. Unfortunately, I just do the mail here. Note. Your OBT SVT Robert? Lula throws the letter in the wastebasket. Lula folds the letter up and puts it in her handbag. Handbag. Personals or writing paper on her desk. Or, I'm sorry, proposals. We'll do writing paper. To herself quietly, Dearest Robert, thank you for your kind note. Attention, Dr. Stone Norton, regarding your imagination. Let's go with Robert. Though it has been years since my name appeared in a gallery program, except as an occasional dusty curiosity in a group show, or as the impertinent subject of some misguided retrospective, I continue to something gratitude, yours in SITU, Lula. Drop the volume down a little bit, maybe that'll help. Rick clears his throat. Rick, is he? It's not important. Okay, great, really great. I mean, sorry, that's not what I meant. Did you get my note? About the office party, I'm going stag. About the proposals, I'm still working on them. Office party. Rick. Oh yeah, I didn't mean, hey, I'm probably not going anyway. Lots to do, you know. A lot of new drafts, so. So, how did your application go? I was in the mailroom and I saw you got a letter back. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry, I just saw... It's fine, Rick. I'm not going anywhere. How's your goldfish? I have no memory of this whatsoever, even though I've played further than this, I think. Act 2, Scene 1. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Take a look at the barrier. Maybe it's still under construction. Well, work seems to have stopped for the moment. And Homer, how's Homer? Get a good rest in the truck? Yeah, you know you love a drive. The wind in your ears. Yeah, I saw you back there, Homer. Maybe someone here can point us in the right direction. Yeah, it looks like they're still open. Might be the night shift. What do you think they do here? Looks like an office building. Yeah, an office building and a cathedral. I guess it was a cathedral. This is weird, but do you think we're inside or outside right now? Outside, there's a truck. Yeah, outside any man-made structure, I guess. Just feels like it's still inside since we can't see the sky. Well, maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. Okay. So... guess I'm using the stairs. Or not. Let's head to that bell. Marianne, well, here you are. Better late than never, I guess. Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. I'll figure something out. We're actually a bit lost, ma'am. You're lost, so you're not the... Sorry, honest mistake. We're supposed to have a little celebration here at the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck and thought, but you don't really look like one of the boys from the distillery anyway. What are you celebrating? Oh, the less I understand, the better. When I'm here, I keep the fans turning and the furnace hot and listen for the bell. When I get home, I'm a different person. I don't have to think about it, I just paint. Well, it's clear you're new to this territory. I expect you just mean to be passing through. We're looking for Dogwood Drive. Do you know where that is? Dogwood. Nope. You're going to need to talk to someone upstairs about that, one of the map clerks. But first, we've got to get you in the system, so you'll need an appointment with one of the ingestion clerks. Now let's see. Rick is booked proofreading drafts all afternoon, and Wanda's out on a site. Let me go make some calls and see if we have anyone free. There are some books over there in the waiting area. Or just take a look around. Have you seen our grotesques? This seems familiar to me. What's up here? Television's playing a cartoon about a bird. The cartoon bird collects pieces for its nest, a scarf, a plastic shopping bag, a bit of a young girl's hair. The nest is warm, but precariously fragile. The television is playing what looks like a nature documentary. A hermit crab scuttles across a beach. Its shell is an awkward shape. It must have once belonged to a different crab. Okay. Can I go down these steps? I'm guessing not. I'm supposed to go over here. Oh good, I thought you'd left. People can be so impatient, you never know. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. She's a senior clerk and doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with a room on her plate this evening. My schedule says she's on the 5th floor, reviewing some diagrams. The elevator is just back to the left there, 5th floor. Got it. Back to the left. The left. Over here. This looks lefty. Books. We like books. Let's have a look. 3 books are piled on the table. A service manual for a sewage pump, some architectural plans for a bungalow, and a slim collection of Japanese death haiku. An envelope is protruding from the bottom of the stack. Conway picks up the envelope. Conway leaves the books. Let's get the envelope. The envelope reads Bureau of Secret Tourism. It contains several small handwritten brochures with ritualistic directions to bizarre locations. Okay. I remember this. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but it may involve a bear. She's on the 5th floor, right? Conway scans a column of elevator buttons. 5th floor, diagrams of drafts. 4th floor, archives and records. 3rd floor, bears. There it is. 2nd floor, conference room. 1st floor, clerk's offices. Conway, lobby. 5th floor. Kind of like the first music better. I guess I can't change it back. Greg is hard at work examining some diagrams, which is what they all do here, I guess. Measuring angles with a plastic protractor and occasionally scribbling numbers in a small leather notebook. Greg, can I help you? Don't answer that. Conway, are you Lula Chamberlain? Are you Lula Chamberlain? No. You just missed her, actually. She was up here about an hour ago. She's probably back at her real desk now, on the 1st floor. She barely made a dent in these diagrams. Must have been distracted. Speaking of which... Okay. Guess we're done on the 5th floor, then. Should we stop at Bears? Okay, our office is down on the 1st floor. Let's just go to the 1st floor. Rick, hello, are you lost? We're looking for Lula Chamberlain, says Conway. Oh no, she's much too busy. Let's get some of your junior clerks. Let's get some of our junior clerks to sort your paperwork first so we don't waste any of Miss Chamberlain's time. It's a pretty straightforward process. First, you'll need to get a case number assigned. Talk to Clerk Metzstein about that. She's just over there at the end of the room. Happy to help. Clerk Metzstein. Clerk Metzstein. Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. I just need your ingestion card and a list of your last 5 permanent addresses. I don't think I've had 5 permanent addresses. Oh, my sheet has 5 address boxes, and it says to fill everything out. Maybe if you fill out a transient subsheet, we can still get it processed. Go talk to Clerk Boehm, and he'll get you set up with one. Without an umlaut. Clerk Metzstein. Clerk Boehm is just over there in the corner. Happy to help. Well, this is a bureaucratic nightmare. Clerk Boehm. Howdy. Here for a transient sheet? No problem. He rummages through some papers on his desk. Happy to help. He opens a few folders and quickly closes them. Looks like I'm out, but I know there is some back in the archive. You'll have to put in a special request with Clerk Macmillan, excuse me. She's the document czar. Straight back at the end of the office there, by the file cabinets. This is just a runaround. Where's Lula Chamberlain? Oh no, that's her right there, in the cardigan. Where? Oh, yes. Lula. We have business. Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth? Well, you made it eventually. You look exhausted. I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me. The receptionist said you could point us in the right direction. This concrete bunker of an office is just a waypoint for you, I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to go? We're having trouble navigating the Zero. Just navigating, apropos of nothing, the Zero doesn't work like other roads. You can't just drive and expect to find yourself somewhere. You must be more deliberate than when driving on surface roads. And in a way, much less deliberate. We're looking for Dogwood Drive. Dogwood Drive. That's funny. Do you know I used to live on a Dogwood Drive? This was years ago. A grimy old house, basement full of insects, attic full of birds. I had a few roommates. We all worked at the university. I had a dog, I drank whiskey and beer, and made sculptures. But that Dogwood was a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be. What are you doing on the Zero? A gas station attendant told us we'd need to take the Zero to get there. Gas station attendant, I see. Friendly blind man about my age hangs out with an old cat, likes to pretend he's a poet. His name is Joseph. Do you know him? Joseph and I used to work together, and we lived together. We were friends. But that was a long time ago. We haven't spoken in years. Do you know why he's pointed you this way? It's because he's still in love with me, of course. And now he has implicated you quite inconsiderately. And in your condition, it's appalling. So I'm very sorry for wasting your time, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. But where's the Dogwood Drive you lived on? Maybe it's the same one? No, it's not possible. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They've renamed all the streets, you see. 2 main streets with the same names. There was never a problem before, but now we have these databases, and it's all too confusing for the computer. The computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions, they call them. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, and another might be Large-Leafed Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive, or so we might hope. It's really a matter of consulting records, of which we have an abundance here. Where's the computer? Computer? Oh, that's all handled off-site. We write up formal requests for analysis, provide the necessary data, and then send the whole thing out by courier. So, first you'll need the data. I expect you'll find the road name change log up in Archives and Records, 4th floor. It'll be filed under 0 for odonyms, probably for G or generic, or maybe S for specific. depending on which part of the street his name was changed. I'm lost. Where are we supposed to go? That was a lot of information. I guess we're going to the elevators. Alright, we're going up. Archives and records, the 4th floor. Thanks, Shannon. I'm glad your memory's better than mine. Still need to check out bears. Damn, this place is a mess. Okay. Take a look through that logbook, I guess. Maybe there's some kind of system to all these boxes. I'll just start digging. The small logbook was a smart leather cover. Man. Let's try this again. The small logbook has a smart leather cover. A few notes are scribbled on the inside covers. Most pages are just lists of titles, names, and dates. Inside front cover. Note in the logbook. Document staff. Please do not transfer any more records from the storage unit until we get to the new file cabinets in. We're up to F, and that will have to do for now. Note in the logbook. Instruct clerks to focus on activities beginning with the letters A, B, C, D, E, or F, or activities most likely to involve research on subjects beginning with those letters. For example, cars is okay because it involves automotive, driving, brakes, etc. But air quality is not okay because it relates to health, safety, pollution, etc. Several documents relating to sporting competition venues were quickly checked out and back in over a period of a few days. Basketball courts, baseball fields, alleys, and parking lots. Page 14. A single set of documents relating to coal mining operations was checked out and back in by several different people within a few hours. Inside back cover. Failing antique shops, folder missing, listed checked in on page 63, but not present. Put the logbook away. Nothing? Me neither. Half of these boxes aren't even labeled, and the rest are all from the first few letters of the alphabet. I couldn't find anything with a 0 or a G or an S or an O. Maybe that clerk knows somewhere else we can look. That clerk, eh? Okay, her office is down on the first floor. Electrifying. Okay, Conway scans the column of the elevator buttons. Down to the first floor we go again. Lula, to the rescue? Nothing? That's unfortunate. Well, they must still be in transit. You see, we've only moved into this new venue somewhat recently, and it's all a bit in progress. This was a cathedral not so long ago. Can you believe it? And then the Bureau reclaimed it. The old congregation has been directed to one of our storage facilities for the activity. That's where you'll find the street name records, I expect, at the church. Mary Ann at reception can give you directions. Just come back here when you have the files, and we'll begin the necessary paperwork to have the information analyzed. Oh, and while you're out on the road, you might want to stop and see Dr. Truman about your leg. He's a specialist regarding ailments of the joints and limbs, and I know he works at night. His home office is in a small neighborhood on the east edge of Bowling Green. Here's his card. Do stop and see him. That leg is a miserable sight. Take care of each other. I don't think we stopped at the conference room yet. Let's try that. I remember what happens here, I think. That's right, there's an organ. Do I need to do something? Okay. Oh, there we go. Parade of disconnected images, obscure corners of nameless interiors, astronomical diagrams projecting the distances between celestial bodies, a painting by Giorgio de Chirico, a list of unpopular anagrams, end quote. We'll go ahead and just block that presentation. Oh. Well, I walked around. How polite of me. I think it may be time to check out the bears. Third floor. Bears. As one might expect. Organ playing. Oh, I think I already see one. That's a bear. That's a bear. Well, it's as advertised. There are bears here. I'm not disappointed. Well, I think we've been everywhere, so I guess we go to the lobby. While this creepy music plays. What's this? This crab is wearing an empty inkjet cartridge as a shell. Okay. Yep. I saw that already. Okay, Marianne. Anything new? Be straight with me. What is this place? Just another office lady. Just another office lady. Just another job. But you kicked out a congregation to set up your office? Who said you could direct us? Shannon has lots of questions. I wasn't here for that, but yeah, I get where you're coming from. Still, I wouldn't judge until I'd seen everything. They've got a new church now. The Bureau set it up for them out of some of their old storage space. I'm sure it's very nice. Go see it for yourself. Just get back on the Zero and drive until you hit the crystal, then turn around. Okay. It'll make sense once you get on the road. You can handle it. Once I hit the crystal, huh? Hey, Homer. What's up? Take a minute to think. How peculiar. They are ready to leave. Boom. I remember that segment being larger, so I hope I didn't miss anything. I mean, I can't tell you why exactly, but if you're just tuning in, I've tried to beat this game a couple of times in my life so far, and I keep coming up short, so I'm hoping that this time, with your help, I'll be able to do it. So we're at the Bureau. Keep going until I get to a crystal. Let's check this guy out here. Bureau of Secret Tourism, esoteric excursions for the intrepid and curious. All directions start from the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. River tunnels. These tunnels are a series of arterials excavated by runoff from underground river, which long ago evaporated, now the tangled vessel of marooned echoes. Drive clockwise until you reach the feather. Pause for a moment to consider the cave walls. Reverse direction and drive counterclockwise until you hit the birdhouse. Now turn around again and you're almost upon it. To return, simply find the feather again and turn around. And a phone number. Okay. So there's something about a crystal, but I guess that's it. The jaws. It's scary. The bathrooms. The cactus. What is this? Hey, you're looking kind of tired there, old man. Want me to take the wheel for a bit? Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Okay, self-storage. Is this where we wanted to go? This isn't where we came from, right? Act 2, Scene 2. Okay. St. Thomas Church. Okay. Random access self-storage. Is that it over there? I don't see any congregation. Maybe it's after hours. Let's see what the janitor knows, I guess. Oh, here for the night mass? What kind of mass is it? Where's the congregation? What kind of mass is it? Tonight, it's a homily on work and need. Huh. I haven't heard this one before. Are you the preacher? Oh, I'm the janitor. I thought we knew that. I guess this must look pretty strange. A church without a congregation. When they first moved in here, man, this place was packed. They had a mass every night, 2 on Sunday. But it got a bit awkward to fit everyone in, and the numbers quickly dwindled. Once folks started to see it as a thing that was falling apart, they lost their center of gravity and just started wobbling. Then the preacher stopped coming too, and he left his old tapes. Same with the organist, and I found some old acetates in the bureau archives, photos of people in churches, so I keep it running. You do what you have to do, right? Right, now we have to find some bureau documents. Oh, you're from the bureau. I moved all those documents to Unit C-315 to make room for the mass. It's down at the other end of the building, same floor. I need to get the night mass started, but you can borrow my keys. How helpful. I'll go. You wait here. Rest your leg. You're looking kind of pale. Nice lady. Well, I'd better get this running. Brandon presses play on an old tape machine. Conway listens to the homily. Is your whole family Catholic? Oh no, we're not religious. I just watched and listened while the congregation did all this stuff. And I probably don't understand as much of it as you might think. Anyway, I know how to run the overhead projector and the tape player. At least I know enough to keep it going, right? How do you like working here? It's okay. I don't really know what else I would do. I used to play a lot of card games, in high school. Some of my friends went to college, but most of them just got jobs. Maybe in a few years we'll be hanging out in bars, playing darts or something. You're not allowed to play cards in the bar because it looks like gambling. My leg is killing me. I bet everyone's telling you to go see a doctor. Hey, I get it. Too expensive. My dad cut his arm pretty bad on a job, but he stitched himself back up because he didn't have health insurance. But then his hand didn't work very well, and he got pretty depressed, and eventually he just sort of... Well, I guess I don't know what he should have done. Who knows, right? So this is like a hobby? That was a depressing story, by the way. If you asked me what my hobbies were, I'd say card games, science fiction, and perspective geometry. But I run the slideshow, and I play the tapes, and I don't get paid for it. I take it pretty seriously, but nobody's telling me I should. Is that a hobby? Seems like there ought to be a more serious word for it. Okay, that's it. Next, there are some rituals that you and I aren't allowed to participate in. I don't think, and I don't remember them anyway. Hi, got it. Got what? We were just talking about work and hobbies. We were just listening to the sermon. Got what? What? I found what we came here to get. The file on street name changes. You don't look good. Let's head back to the bureau and get this straightened out. And then maybe we should go see that doctor the clerk recommended. Shannon, Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? My leg is stuck. Shit. Okay, I'm going to pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Okay, are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? It's all messed up. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go now. Let's see if this thing has power. Shannon, hey old man, look at me. Can you hear me? What happened? I don't know. He collapsed. I think he blacked out. He was mumbling about the old mine for a minute. The old mine where we met. I think I need to see that doctor. Yes, you do. She hands Brandon the doctor's card. How do we get to this address from here? I don't know. It's pretty tricky going back and forth between, you know, here and there. The Bureau's the only way I know. Some of these folks do it all the time. Commuters. Just go back the way you came, find the crystal, and then turn around. Okay, still looking for that crystal. I think this is back the way I came. You almost went off the road for a second there. Can I take over? Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Okay. The crystal. I found the crystal. Now what happens? Nothing? Okay. $65? So confused. Okay. Was I not supposed to find the crystal? Yeah, I saw you yawning. Here, let me drive. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Okay. I'm so lost here in more ways than one. Okay. So I found the crystal. And now what's supposed to happen? Was I supposed to pass the crystal? I'm just going in one big circle. Am I supposed to go the other direction and pass it? The only thing I can think. Pipe organ. I think this is new. Staircase. Okay. The projector. Okay. The bell. The tree. Sprockets. Okay. The anchor. The bicycle. The feather. The wheelbarrow. The antlers, the scarecrow, the jaws. Okay, I think I've seen the jaws before. Bureau. Okay. Well, that was atmospheric. Act 2, Scene 3. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. This seems like a pretty good stopping point for tonight, so I think I'm going to call tonight. Thanks for watching if you made it this far, and take care. Bye.